there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Army and welcome to the quick draft recap. Longer video coming where I spend nearly an hour breaking down George Patton, the moves he made in and out of the draft, the way this roster now looks, and a more in-depth look at the draft picks. But here right now, just wanted to jump in and just give it a little bit of a quick breakdown. The draft finished a couple of hours ago, but a little time to think about it, a little time to process, and yeah, we're just going to jump on in. So going into this draft, we had some needs. Everything looked kind of okay. Big question marks in terms of depth pretty much throughout the team. A lot of players on rentals, like 1-year deals, 2-year deals, but with a chance to get out of them right now and in a year's time. So a lot of questions long term to be answered, a lot of depth issues, and really quarterback, right tackle, who knows what's going to happen. So that's what we went into the draft with, and I'm going to rate these picks based on what I think the right pick was. Did we make that pick? And evaluating the trades up and down that we did on the days as well. So day one, round one, 9th overall pick. We stood pat. We took Pat. Patrick Surtain the second. Sorry, Surtain. Alabama corner. Dad was very good, etc. You know, former Pro Bowler. Off the field, love it. On the field, I love it. I love the way this kid plays. I think this is a fantastic pickup. He's my cornerback one. But with all that, Justin Fields was on the board. So were a number of other players, but Justin Fields is the one. If you don't believe Broncos have a quarterback or a realistic shot at Aaron Rodgers, possibly Russell Wilson or even Deshaun Watson, if that clears up enough for you to feel comfortable, if you don't believe that that's the possibility, then you've got to go all in on Justin Fields. And that's what I wanted. That's what I was there for. In that mindset, I didn't like this pick when it happened. As soon as it happened, I was kind of pissed. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I didn't love it. I loved the player. I just thought this was a pick that should have gone elsewhere. I do believe in Drew Lock, but I think he needs 1 to 2 years. I'm not sure we can give him that time. I do believe in Teddy Bridgewater, but I think he's not a top 10 quarterback. He's a top 12, maybe top 15. He's in that range. This defense, this team will get you there with that kind of quarterback play with the weapons we have on the offensive side of the ball. And especially now, considering what happened in the draft, I definitely think he'd be good. I was willing to give Justin Fields a season to acclimatize and then, you know, right into things. So if we take Justin Fields over Patrick Surtain, I think I'm very, very happy. I've got to be honest. I think that's an A+ pick for me. We go with Patty Surtain. Initial feelings were a B-. Reevaluating, cornerback one, no off-field concerns, great on-field. The only thing that really isn't there is top speed. B+. B+ for Patty Surtain. Very happy with that pick in retrospect. And they just didn't like Fields, and I've got to trust them on that. They didn't like Fields. He was there. We couldn't trade back because Patty wouldn't be there. So, yeah, B. All in a B. Second round up was running back Devonte Williams. Now, I don't like taking running backs early. I don't like trading up for running backs. We did both of those things. He's a very good running back. It's very much a position of need. And seeing as we didn't go Justin Fields, and quarterback is still a massive question mark, and even with Fields, it'll be a question mark this year, no doubt about that. But I love the fact that you've got that running back that's been missing from this room since I don't know when. CJ was good. You know, CJ Anderson was a bit of a bowling ball player, but like really good. Devonte Williams is great. He's my running back 2. He's some people running backs 1. He's always going to be a top 3 running back. The other 2 in that discussion They went late first. He goes very early. Third pick of the second round. And we did trade up. We gave up a fourth round at a trade up. That does go into it. We did get a running back second round. I like third if I really like the guy. Fourth if it's just a guy to fill a role. So again, when this pick came out and the fact that we traded up 5 spots and gave up a fourth round to do that, I didn't love it. Other trades on the night weren't as good as that. Other teams moved up in the same round and paid way more. And so I kind of felt better about that cost to move up. And again, I trust George Payton. I trust that scouting team. I trust the analytics. I trust all these different metrics that I'm seeing. And I see the sense. Patty Surtain's good round 1. I'm good with Devonte Williams round 2. I'm going to give this a B+ as well. Both these picks are B+. If I was picking, I would have gone Justin Fields. And in the second round, I would have probably gone JOK. Or my pick that I really was high on, because I didn't think JOK would be there. My linebacker was Baron Browning. I would have taken Baron Browning at 40. So B+ is, I would have gone different ways. But these are both two key players for the team over the next 5 to 10 years in important positions that we're going to need after this season. And these are both about as good as they came in their positions in this draft. So solid B+ for round 1, round 2. Into round 3, the Pro Bowl potential I see in Quinn Miners cannot be denied. I think you saw it at the Senior Bowl. You've seen his workouts. Likeable guy, lovable kind of personality. Be a great fit in the room. Didn't love Dalton Reisner last year. Didn't love Graham Glasgow. Didn't love Juwan James not playing, but didn't love him before that, and probably not going to love him afterwards. Who knows with Muti and those injuries? Lloyd Cushenberry didn't play great. There's so many question marks. If it goes right, that's a great offensive line we've got potentially. But I think Quinn definitely fits in that. So happy to have him in. I think it's a really nice pick here. This is one we traded back as well to recoup the 4th round that we lost in the Devonte Williams trade. We trade from 71 to 76, then trade back again from 76 to pick up 98, which is this pick, and 105, which is the next pick. And I'm on board. I'm on board for Miners. I love the kid. I think he's a great fit. And I see what the line could be. And he doesn't need to start this year. He possibly doesn't need to start next year. And he's going to need that time. So, for me, again, this is a solid B pick. I think I absolutely love the fit and the risk reward in this pick. Again, some big names are still available. And I kind of wanted to go that route. But, hey, you can't get what you want all the time. But I'm really happy with the first 3 picks. And we end out day 2 with the last pick, pick 105. Apparently, the Broncos were even looking to trade further back and get even more picks. But my guy from 40 is there at 105. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. The fall is real. Can play edge, can play middle linebacker. Don't know where his best role is. Love Baron Browning. Love Baron Browning. Yeah, day 2 we killed it for me. Absolutely killed it. Once I got on board with Devonte Williams, round 3 was massive, and I was there. So, end of night 1, I was upset. Started of day 2, I was kind of upset. But I was okay about day 1's pick then. It took me an hour or 2 to get over it and see the sense, see the logic, see where we're going, get on board with it. And like I say, day 2 dramatically improved. And by the time we were making the Quinn pick and the Baron pick, I was on board with Devonte Williams as well. So I quickly got into it, understood what we're doing, and I think we've picked 4 fantastic players there. Absolutely fantastic players. Yeah. I would have loved to see if we could trade back a few picks, 3 or 4, and if he'd be there at the start of the 4th. But yeah, I mean, that's being greedy, but day 2, absolute home run. Baron Browning for me is an A+ pick at 105. If I can go higher, I will. But yeah, I think we move from 3 B pluses to an A plus. I think that's where we are. I think overall the draft now becomes an A at this point. Maybe an A minus, but we're in that ballpark suddenly. So I'm really seeing where we're going, what we're doing, how, Patton's brain's working on it. Caden Stearns, don't love the pick, love the position, love the need it fills. Just thought there were better options, even at safety, on the table when we took him. So, yeah, it's a bit hard to get behind this one, isolated. They made it much better 12 picks later when we got Jamar Johnson, who I think is a far better safety. And becomes that safety 2. Caden Stearns becomes a safety 3. In tandem, I love them. On an island, Stearns, I think, is a C-minus pick because there's just better positional players there. Really, there's upside, but I don't think this is the pick to risk. And, yeah. And in the end, we pick up the guy I really wanted. My third safety, I believe, or fifth safety at this stage is a hell of a pickup. So we go from a C minus and again an A plus. When we look at this round as a whole, I'm a solid A on it. I'm a solid A. I see what it is. Swap the 2 picks. I'm ecstatic, absolutely ecstatic. So yeah, Jamar Johnson, I think safety number 2. Stearns is number 3. And again, we're keeping that B plus, A minus, pushing towards A grade overall at this stage. 5th round was a killer for us. Absolutely amazing. And then Seth Williams. Don't really need a wide receiver, but Tim Patrick's on the way out. This fills a great need before it becomes a need. And again, that's what this draft is all about. Free agency filled the holes with rentals to buy us a year, to give this draft class a year to learn before they step in. Magical. Absolutely magical. Love George Payton. Love the way his brain's worked in this so far. Absolutely fantastic. Seth Williams for me is a solid B plus here. Solid B plus. It's a very deep wide receiver class. Round 6, I think there's still 15 to 20 names I'd take. He's one of the better X's on there, which is what Tim Patrick is. That is the replacement. So I think B plus is fair. But it does have the chance to be a real steal. I can't lie. I like this kid's fundamentals to the point where a little bit of development. Zach Asani teaching him how to run routes. Like, he's a definite starter. He's a number 2 behind Cortland Sutton. Like, that's how good he is. And then Jerry Jeudy in the slot. And KJ Hamler as a speed freak, gadget player. Whatever you want to do with him. If you want to run out a 4 wide receiver set. Or 5 targets and put Fant out there. Yeah, it's up to you what you want to do. But, like, it just opens up all the possibilities. So yeah, I think it's a really good pick. It fits a need before it becomes a need, and that's what this draft was all about, seemingly. I'm on board. We roll with that then into the 7th round. Kerry Vincent Jr., undersized corner, but oh boy, I love his tape. I love his style, his attitude. I think like he's a great slot corner of the future for us. So becoming cornerback 3. We got Ojemudia. We just took Patrick Surtain. There are 1 and 2. Probably the other way around. Yeah. Ojemudia number 2. Patrick Surtain number 1. Kerry Vincent is that number 3 guy. He's that slot corner. Play nickel, can do some stuff for you. Yeah. Very happy. And again, now I'm seeing what the plan is and how the pieces fit. A pick. Absolute A pick. There were 2 or 3 really good corners that dropped and I didn't know why. Vincent was probably my number 3 corner on the board. But then I understand it. And then I understand it. And it's such a good pick. In isolation, I think it's more like a B pick, but we upgrade it with context. And for a 7th round pick, that's the fact that in a year, maybe 2, he could be our starting slot corner, which is something that a former 1st round pick, Bradley Roby, couldn't do. Like, then you get to see where the picture and the output looks. That's where your production comes in. Jonathan Cooper's on the slide as well. Interested to see where he fits in total. But yeah, I like him. I do like him. There's conversations of, is he already better than Derek Tusker, who went earlier in last year's draft and he's gone in this. He should have been a 5th rounder. He ends up in the 7th. We got to pick him up. I love the pickup again. And it's that need before it comes a need. Perhaps he is an edge rusher. And if so, we've got Von Miller. We've got Bradley Chubb. Maybe Baron Browning slides out. I don't know what else we do. We don't have too many options. We've got some good young guys, but they haven't developed yet. We let Shaq Barrett go. We got rid of Shane Ray. So it's a room that does feel like it needs a body, and I do think that's mainly going to be Baron Browning. I want him at middle linebacker. I think he plays edge. I think Cooper plays defensive end. Could even be a Shelby Harris type replacement as that defensive end kind of body. I don't know. But yeah, value at this position, huge. Like solid B+ there. And in context, I probably push it even higher again. And Marquez Spencer. Marquez Spencer is... he's sized like a defensive tackle. We do need a young nose tackle. If that's the plan, it's a solid B. There are question marks. There are work ethic concerns. His motor does slow during games at times. He does need help on his technique. And if he is a true defensive end, he needs to shed his weight and get back to playing there. He's gained the weight, which he carries really well and is agile. He does lose his step, though, which means he can't play defensive end. He's probably going to slide into nose tackle and do a job there. So it's kind of like a C+-ish player. But if he's a nose tackle, which is where I see the fit best, considering we got Cooper, who I see at defensive end, maybe still need at outside linebacker if Baron Browning doesn't slide out. I really don't know. But the way it looks to me, the way it looks to be fitting, nose tackle, solid C, and a C-, I'd say. Perhaps if he's an oversized defensive end. I know I'm floating in between C+ and C. It's the one that we don't love, and it's, you know, pick 253, our final pick in the draft, so we can forgive that. So, yeah, George Payton went into this. He talked about the fact that he wanted to get himself darts, as many darts he can. We end up with 10 picks. We do some trades back. We pick up Teddy Bridgewater, lose a 6th. We get 2 7th-round picks, which we've seen spent fairly well, I think. And then during the draft, we trade up from 40 to 35, give up our 4th rounder, and we've given up, you know, that 3rd rounder we trade back to get an extra 6th or a 5th. I can't remember which it was. And then we trade that again. That 3rd rounder dropped down to get the 2 compensatory 3rd rounders, which is new this year, which is a really good trade by George Patton. He didn't seem to talk to people that he was interested in. He stayed away from pro days of players he was really interested in. Nobody really had too much contact. The scouts went and looked at it. He was very hands-off, very quiet, subterfuge, making sure other teams didn't know what he was doing. And he was always looking to move. Like, if Trey Lance falls past 3, he was moving up to like 5 or 6 to go get him. He didn't fall past the 49ers. If there's an opportunity to move back and still get Surtain, we do it. There isn't, so we stick with Surtain. But there were conversations with the Bears to go back to 20, and then another trade up to get back to about 14. But like we say, the Cowboys would have taken Surtain at that point. So, you know, I can't fault those moves. The trade up for Devonte Williams I don't love, but I'm on board with now, finally. I'm okay with it. I've got to say I'm okay with it. So, yeah. It's a hell of a draft class when you consider then the trades back and you fill that 4th with 2/3 instead, and they're both low, but you get high guys. The 2 5ths are both safeties like Simmons and Parks were, and they fill similar roles. Future starter, future 3rd. You get their all-action running back, you get your cornerback and your slot corner of the future. You get a wide receiver depth to get you past when Tim Patrick leaves. You've got 2 maybe edges, possibly both defensive line, actually. One interior, one exterior. And Browning is either an edge or a linebacker. Miners is a good option at center or guard. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, for me, it's a total B+ draft. It definitely has the potential to be an A+ draft. I don't love not filling the need at quarterback, but Rodgers is there. It looks like. So, yeah, it depends what that package looks like. In June, we'll revisit that. That might upgrade this. Depends. But I think that's kind of the thoughts here. We didn't love Fields. We love some of the other players, and we've ended up with a heck of a class. So, overall, a B+, B+ for Surtain, B+ for Williams, a B for Miners, an A+ for Browning, a C+ for Stearns, and an A+ for Johnson. What do we give Williams? I think that was a B+, a B+ for Vincent, an A for Cooper, and a C+ for Spencer. So, yeah, overall B+ with rising times and a bright future. So, hey, go Broncos. That'll do it for you, though. I'm going to get that other video up, the hour-long more breakdown. We go over similar content. I didn't grade that one, but I wanted to do the grades here in this shorter format, and then longer video for the whole damn thoughts about every pick. So, hey, go watch that when it's up very soon. But till then, take care, stay safe, and behave yourselves. I'll see you soon. My name is Chris Orme, and thank you very much for watching.